This segment of Hak5 is brought to you by Netflix.
As always, we value your feedback, so it's time to check port 110 because we're still popping our mail, right? You're still wearing those too, aren't you?
I might be.
Okay.
I took them off for my segment.
All right. Well, let's get into some emails.
Okay, Mike in Michigan writes, I am studying for my A+ certification and have become interested in learning how to program. Good for you, Mike. What would be the best language to start with, and what should I move on to after that? I've started looking into Python, but I've heard others say to forget Python and learn Java, Perl, Ruby, etc. Any help would be greatly appreciated. That's a good question.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you talk to a Java developer, he's going to tell you, dude, forget Python, learn Java. And if you talk to a Ruby developer, he's going to say, forget the Java, try Ruby. Honestly, any of those languages you pick up are going to teach you the fundamentals of languages, and it's just like speaking, you know, English, German, French, whatever. The more languages you can speak, the more fluently you'll be able to, and quickly you'll be able to pick up additional languages because they all kind of have very similar constructs. I personally think that Python is a good beginner's language. You could probably grab a book, from your local dead tree store and knock it out in a weekend and just kind of have a really good concept of how to do that stuff. I know that you learned...
I learned Java when I was in college, and it was a pretty good starter. It got me some general ideas of how to understand other programming languages.
I'm not a fan of the syntax. It's kind of verbose.
Yeah. It was hard.
I don't know. So there's some good options, but really, as far as what language to go on after that, it really depends on what it is you're going to be doing with it. If you're, looking to write shell scripts, maybe you should learn, TCL or another language that is apt for that. If you're looking to be a web developer, you might need to, pick up PHP. So I guess it really just depends on what you're looking to do with it.
If you're in the 90s, you could learn HTML.
Well, I mean, that's still valuable. Or Fortran.
True.
You could learn Fortran if you're in the 80s. Or Pascal. What'd you learn? Email us. I want to know what you learned.
Thomas writes, our second email, can you go to the CMD and make up IP addresses and then ping them to see if someone has it, or if is there a faster way to find company IP addresses?
Yeah, actually, there is. You could do it that way. It might take a while, or you could do nmap, tech, VV for very verbose, tech, lowercase s, capital P, and then give it an IP range, say on our network 1073.31.0/24, because it's a /24 network, so it's going to do 1073.31.1 through 1073.31.255. Go ahead and hit enter, and I don't have NAMP installed because I can't type. So NMAP, though, will totally go ahead and do a host scan, and that's how you do that. Also, check out ZenMap if you're not really interested in the command line stuff. It's basically a GUI front end for that.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Oh, interesting. You do all that in BackTrack?
Well, you can do it in BackTrack. You can install Nmap in Windows as well. And ZenMap is great in Windows. I love it.
Okay, cool. And our next email, JD writes, could Ubertooth potentially be used as a remote keylogging tool for wireless mic and keyboards?
Absolutely. That's
cool.
Kind of the whole idea. Right now, the thing is, the Ubertooth is a development platform.
Right.
So while there isn't a module that currently does just that, with just combing through the packet capture, which we're going to show you guys in next week or the week after, how to do exactly that. It's just a matter of somebody putting together, again, a script, a program, whatever language you want to write it in, to go ahead and find that data and parse through it and probably reverse engineer whatever protocol they're using to transmit that stuff. But yeah. That's exactly the idea here.
Okay, cool. And our last email is from JBoo92. He writes, not a huge fan of the new format of splitting up the show into segments. Hope this isn't going to be a continuing trend.
Well, we actually split it up by block. Our show has always been done in these distinct blocks,
A block,
B,
B block, C block, sometimes D.
Like right now you're watching the C block. And we just tweaked the format just a bit so that we can continue putting our stuff out on YouTube, and it's in these playlists now. So if you're watching on YouTube, you may notice that there's like a bumper at the end where you can click to advance to the next video. If you're downloading this, you have no clue what we're talking about. If you go over to Hak5...
the downloads are still the same. It's just one complete episode in one little bit.
Best place
and
to get that.
same with revision3.com. But yeah, on YouTube, it also makes it easily searchable. If you're looking for a specific segment, it might not be in the normal title that we used to put into them, but now each segment will be split up into its separate little videos, so you'll be able to search it easier.
Yep.
So it helps.
And we're going to take a quick break, and when we get back, it's the Technest photo of the week.
With more than 20 million members, Netflix is the world's largest subscription service, instantly streaming TV episodes and movies over the internet. Members can instantly watch thousands of titles on a vast array of devices, streaming TV episodes and movies, like Microsoft's Xbox 360, Sony's PS3 game console, and the Nintendo Wii console. As a Netflix Unlimited member, you can instantly watch as many movies as you want anytime you want for one low monthly price. There are no late fees or due dates. You can get a free trial membership. Go over to netflix.com/HAK5 and sign up now. Be sure to use this URL so that they know we sent you. And we're back with this week's Technest photo of the week. Stanford sends us a couple of photos of the beautiful weather and a stickered laptop in the Virgin Islands, St. Thomas and St. John to be exact, which I've totally been to. Aren't this beautiful?
I've never been.
Aww.
But they do
well,
look
it's
great.
okay. Yeah. The
Send yours
laptop
in.
does look pretty awesome.
Feedback at hak5.org. We would love to see your Technest photos.
We would.
All right. I'm really excited for trivia as well. It's been a mainstay on Hak5 for ages. Let's find out
Ages
what's
and
going
ages.
on.
All right, so last week's trivia question was, Phoenix, Anthrax, and Leech were 3 computer viruses written by what author? And the answer was Dark Avenger.
Dark Avenger. I
Dark
did not know that one.
Avenger. Rah. This week's question is, this German hacker in the 1980s called himself Hagbard and was involved in a Cold War computer espionage incident. What is his name? Answer over at hak5.org/trivia to win some of our sweet swag.
We just want to remind you guys that you can quickly and easily help out Hak5 just by subscribing on iTunes, YouTube, Miro, wherever you like to get your Technest. Get it delivered to you guys weekly. We love when you subscribe.
And you can also go over to the Hack Shop, hakshop.com, to get all of your t-shirts, Ubertooth ones, the brand new Ninja Throwing Star.
You have to do that when you say it. Wow, weird.
That was crazy.
Yes.
You know, I think I even did that when I took pictures for the store.
Yes. All right, and then check out Hack Tips. It's a great new show that we've got. It's on the YouTubes if you're already there, or find it over at hak5.org. We're doing a great series on Wi-Fi 101, everything you ever wanted to know. It's going to be good. We're covering channels and
It's good times.
Yeah, you'll love it.
And you can always follow us on Twitter and Facebook to get the most up-to-date happenings in the Hak5 world.
All right, until then, I'm Darren Kitchen.
I'm Shannon Morris, Minnie Mouse.
Trust your Technest. This was a crazy show.
You want to try on the mouse ears?
Paul, this is not the blooper thing. Or if you do, you have to bleep when I say and when I say okay? Yeah, because there's they will get offended.
Apparently.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. Help me! Air dump, air dump, air dump, air dump, air dump, air dump.
And that was good too. Dang it. Okay.
Air dump!
It's raining USBs. Hallelujah, it's raining USBs. Hallelujah. I don't know how the song goes. It's raining flash drives. Woo!
I can read. I took reading classes to read stuff like that. I speak English and German. Und PHP, semicolon, parentheses, dash, void main, test mad in Seattle, Washington. No, absolutely not.
You sure?
Yes.
But they're really cute.
I want a cephalopod.